Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Marie Claire Kofi, and this time around we are in Venice in Italy. So I will be sharing with you my experiences of traveling to Venice for the weekend on a solo trip. Yes, I am here solo. Some tips about getting around, transportation and food, money, currency, and loads more. So sit tight. And before I dive in, actually, this is just some little information about Venice.
So, Venice is the capital of northern Italy, and it has no roads, just canals, including the Grand Canal. So, Venice was the first real international financial center, emerging in the 9th century and reaching its highest prominence in the 14th century. And this made Venice a very, very wealthy city throughout most of history. You see, Venice has been known as La Dominante, La Serenissima, Queen of the Adriatic, City of Water, City of Masque, City of Bridges, Floating City, you name it. And although Venice faces quite a lot of challenges like tide peaks and cruise ships sailing too close to buildings, it remains a very popular touristic destination, a major cultural center, and Venice has been ranked quite a few times as the most beautiful city in the world.
So for transport, as you know, most of Venice is surrounded by water. It's literally on top of the water. It's the city of water, and it's beautiful. I love it. So, with the main entrance into Venice is the Marco Polo airport. And if you're coming into Venice itself, there is no road coming into Venice. You can only get into Venice itself by water. So you've got the water taxis, you've got the Vaporetto. So I took the water taxi, and also this beautiful gondola where you can hop on one and get the beautiful view of Venice. Hello. There's my Australian friend. We've literally just arrived at Venice and we are boarding. You see, Venice is a city on water, so there's literally no road leading into Venice where our hotel is. So we're taking the water boat, and there's a driver over there. Ciao. So this is such an experience. So we're going to the hotel, and the only way to get there is by this water taxi, guys. Can you believe that? Your girl is in Venice. I'll see you in the hotel. That right there is the water bus. So if you arrived at the airport and you don't want to book a water taxi, which is a maximum of about 6 or 7 people, I think, you can book the Vaporetto, which is the water bus. And this here is the gondola, which I cannot wait. So apart from the water taxis, you've got these buses. They're called water buses, or in Italian Vaporetto. So yeah, if you want to get into the other islands, which I will be going to later today, you can get a ticket from one of these machines, and make sure before you board the Vaporetto you activate your ticket on there, otherwise you're going to get charged once you get in. So yeah, and something to bear in mind as well, when you want to get on the boat, you have to wait for those inside to come out first before you board. I think that's what we do in the UK, so just good manners and courtesy. Yeah, so there you have it. I'm just still going to the market, so I thought I'd just stop here and just check it out before I come back later.
So the gondolas in Venice have existed for centuries, And back then, this was the main means of transport. But today, their main role is to carry tourists like us around the city. And I was told by one of the gondola riders that to be able to ride a gondola, you have to go through training of a thorough training, I tell you, of approximately 400 hours over a period of 6 months or more. And you have to sit a major exam to be able to get a license. So not anybody can just jump in and ride a gondola. Interesting fact.
Oh, this right here is the gondola ride, which I cannot wait to get onto.
So across Venice, you will find a lot of gondolas located where you can jump in and get a ride, but bear in mind they are quite costly. So a 30 minutes ride would cost you roughly about 80 euros, 70 to 80 euros. But you can get it cheaper if you decide to find people that you can share it with. But of course, I was in Venice solo, and I wanted to feel the whole of Venice in a gondola. So I decided to jump on one by myself, and it was incredible. It was just beautiful.
We're walking up and down. I can't wait to explore. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is my hotel. So let's go inside and find out what it's like.
So my hotel, called Hotel Ala, I found through booking.com. Oh, I highly recommend a booking app, trust me. It was located very close to most of the main attractions and shopping area, which meant I didn't really need to walk too far, to visit most of the places that I visited. And thanks to Google Maps, I always found that wherever I went, I was about 10 to 12 minutes away from my hotel. So it was really, really good. So I highly recommend you finding a hotel close to most of the main attractions. It might be a bit costly, but because I didn't want to be walking too much to find my hotel, I found that this one was perfect. And it was also very, very close to the taxi, water taxis and things like that. So that made life very, very easy for me. I highly recommend that. Hello guys, I am so tired. I've literally just arrived at my hotel, and it's beautiful. I will give you a tour, but I need to just get out of these clothes, take a wash, refresh, and then do a little room tour. It's not so big, just perfect for one person. So yeah, we are on a solo trip to Venice. Yes, you heard me right, solo. Sometimes your girl just need to do it alone, yeah, so I will take you. It's a beautiful location where this hotel is. Hotels apparently it's called. Beautiful hotels. I'll give you some more details. Right now I need to eat. I need some food. So I'll see you in a bit. Ciao. Hello, welcome back to my channel, guys. It's your girl Marie Chloe. We are in Venice. So I have literally just arrived, well, not literally, about 30 minutes ago I arrived at my hotel. It's a lovely room, and oh my goodness, I love it. It's a beautiful location. I will show you around in a minute when I go downstairs to have something to eat, but in the meantime I just wanted to show you the room. So I've literally just come from downstairs, and I think there's some rooms over there. It's just so lovely. I'll show you the balcony in a bit. So yeah, walking into my 805. So there, take it from here. So there is the room. As you're walking, the window is just over there, and there is the bed. Lovely, isn't it? Just enough for me. So right here is where my luggage is. It's just a storage wardrobe. It's nice, isn't it? There's loads of mirrors, I tell you, just perfect for me. They know I was coming, they knew I was coming. And that's just overlooking the bed, can you see? Yeah, and there's my stuff. I just usually just put all my stuff on there, lots of shades. And this is just a little jewelry organizer that I always have with me when I'm traveling. Well, I have it at home, but it just helps me organize my jewelry. Do you notice that I've got loads of gold bit chains and things? Oh, I've only just noticed this through the camera, but never mind. So there you are. Yeah, that's the dressing table, I would say, and a little cupboard here for drinks. I think that's a radio there. Just a cup of tea and stuff, and a safe and a fridge. So this is the window. I will show you what it's overlooking. Look at that, guys. Check it out. That is the Grand Canal going through here. Can you believe it? I mean, Venice is just stunning, isn't it? It's just beautiful. We will be going out in a minute. So, right, there's the window, and here, of course, it's a beautiful mirror. You just can't go past the mirror without checking me out. I love mirrors. I love rooms with mirrors. They're just lovely. You just appreciate it more, you know. There you are. Okay, enough of the mirror, and we're walking into the bathroom. I've had a lovely shower. It's just perfect. My things are just all over the place, sorry. And this is just a little organizer as well. We will put in links of all the things that I'm using while on my little trip. So this is a little organizer. I haven't put anything in there yet. So that, we've got the dryer there. Another mirror. Check me out, girl. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Do you like my dress? Yeah, very summery. So we've got lovely sinks. I mean, no splashing. So can you see how deep that sink is? Very nice. And there is two. Okay, yeah. I'm solo. Sorry. Yeah, so if you're coming as a couple, you know, there's 2 toilets there for you, which is just perfect. You've got the towel rail over there, some extra towels, and the shower is just, I'll show you something. So there is a nice sitting area there, so I just sat down and just absorbed the shower. It was just beautiful. So you've got a bigger shower head over there and a smaller one. I used the smaller one because the big one was a bit too intense. So there you have it, guys. There you have it. Yeah, so I'm going out to get something to eat. Let's go and discover what's out there. We are in Italy. What's out there for us to eat? See you in the restaurant. So, I mean, traveling in Europe, you have to pay for roaming. I mean, after Brexit, you know, roaming is no longer free. So I live in the UK and I use the 3 network. So that meant, you know, internet was going to cost me. And thankfully, 3 does this package where if you're traveling within Europe, you only get charged, I think, £2 or something like that a day. But you have to remember to activate roaming before you leave your home country. Otherwise, you will have to pay for internet a bit more than usual. So yeah, or another thing you could do is to get a local SIM card and insert it into your phone. But you know, roaming worked fine for me, and trust me, you will definitely need internet, you know, once you're in Venice, because most of the, you know, going around, you know, you need to be searching things in your phone. And also most of the hotels and restaurants provide free internet, but once you leave the premises, you will need internet. So bear that in mind.
There we are. I'm just going to have something to eat and then we can hit the town. I want to go and visit a few places today. So yeah. You can't come to Italy without having a gelato. How do you call it? Gelato. So I am at the restaurant, guys, and this is what I ordered.
The traditional Venetian cuisine is seafood, so a visit to Venice will not be complete without indulging into at least a seafood menu. So I started my day with a typical breakfast, just. And also, what you will find in Venice is that loads of restaurants are along the passageway. So you can just walk into one of them or you will get invited. You know, there's quite a few of the restaurants, workers in the restaurant just standing there inviting people in. And I just walked past this one and the smell was just out of this world. I had to get in. So, yeah, I think it was called Restaurant Beppino. So there'll be lots of restaurants across the road, across the passage where you can just jump in and just eat whatever. Of course, we're surrounded by water, so it is delicious. You can see I've put loads of pepper in it. You know, I should have come with my pepper. I normally travel with my chili sauce, but I didn't this time around. So yeah, let's dive in. I've got a lemonade drink there, really nice and chilled. So come on now, let's eat. Yep, I ate most of it. That was quite a lot of pasta. I do love pasta, don't get me wrong, but that was a lot. And I ate most of the seafood. It was very nice, and the pepper, the black pepper, gave it a really nice kick, a really spicy kick, which is what I needed. Ristorante Peppino. So guys, I have just walked into this restaurant, which is by the roadside, just along the path of my way. We've just come from the glass factory and I am starving. So I could smell some nice food coming out of here, and you know, there literally people standing outside asking you to come in. So yeah, I thought I'd come and check what they've got. And what better way to just sit and chill with Bruno Mars. So cool in here. Right, so I'm ready to order. I've ordered my drink. I just want some lemonade. I will be having something called gnocchi al salmon. I'm thinking that's not gnocchi with salmon. So gnocchi is an Italian meal. It's like dumplings. It's like potatoes mixed with eggs and flour, and just made into pasta shapes. And I want to try that. It's an Italian dish, and of course we're in Venice. So you can't come to Venice without trying one of the Italian ice creams called gelato. So I had to grab myself one, and I tell you, it was one of the best ice creams I had ever had. It was delicious. I mean, I know people say there are different kinds of gelatos, but this was just the best I've ever had. And it was lovely. So Venice is full of so many passageways or alleyways or little paths, as I call them, and you will find that you get easily lost in Venice. Oh yes, you get easily lost, but it's all part of the fun and beauty of the city. I got lost quite a few times and it was so much fun. Just to let you know that every time you get lost, you know, if you look at the top of most of the buildings, you will see a landmark. So the streets names are written on the top of most of the buildings, on the alleyways and the streets and everything. So yeah. My advice is to always leave at least an extra 10 to 15 minutes if you have to go somewhere, meet someone or catch a water taxi or whatever. You know, just give yourself ample time to go wherever you're going. So bear in mind, there's no Uber, there's no, roads. So you will have to either walk there, get a water taxi, most of the time walking. So just bear that in mind. And it's between you and your Google Maps. Yeah, you and your Google Maps. And also my advice while walking around Venice is to get yourself some really comfortable shoes. you will be doing a lot of walking in Venice and you will get lost. So you want to be comfortable while doing that. It might take you a bit longer to go to where you're going or to come back from where you've been. So some really good walking shoes will come in handy in Venice. So Venice is also called the city of bridges because of its many bridges across the city, across the Grand Canal. And the most famous ones are the Bridge of Sighs and the Rialto Bridge. So as part of my tour to the Duchess Palace, I visited the Bridge of Sighs. So this bridge connects the Duchess Palace with prisons in Italy, or prisons in English. So basically the bridge offers prisoners of Venice a final chance to view the city before they were taken for execution. And it was quite a sad moment when I walked past that bridge and, just thinking about the prisoners that were looking at the beautiful city of Venice for the last time. And the Rialto Bridge is the main pedestrian crossing over the Grand Canal. And there's loads of shops and around the Rialto Bridge, and the fish market is just around the corner, which I visited. Hello. We are in the market. Yes. Venice is its main cuisine is seafood. So you find that most of the restaurants you go to does have a lot of fish and all the seafood. So I thought I'll come and have a look at the local fish market. I can already smell it, so let's go and find out. It's like an indoor fish market. Oh, I'm losing my voice. Oh wow, look at that. All kinds of seafood. So an interesting thing I took note in Venice was that walking around Venice, you will find these public water outlets or public taps where you can get clean, free water. Oh yes, clean, free water, drinkable water. And, you can wash your hands, refill your bottle, and, it just makes the city so interesting. I've not come across anything. I do travel quite a bit, and I haven't come across something as interesting as this. So it was just nice to see. Isn't that beautiful? Venice is, I don't think there's any city like this around the world. You have to visit it. So I'm just going to fill my bottle. Well, we have these in Africa, and we call them public taps, but I haven't come across one of these, across Europe. So it was just nice to be able to, refresh and wash my hands and refill my bottle and get on my way. Et voila. Thank you. Sorry.
Please.
Buongiorno.
Avanti.
Hello, we
Is that our
are
glass
here
master?
at the glass factory.
Yeah? You're gonna see the way we make glass here.
So Murano is an island in Venice and is well known for its glass making. So you will find lots of Venetian glasses across the city as you walk around. Beautiful glasses made so eloquently. So there are also some factories in main Venice making some of these glasses. And because I wasn't able to visit Murano, I asked, Murano is one of the other islands in Venice. So I asked the tour guide to take me to one of these factories. And oh boy, it was spectacular.
Top of that. It's beautiful, like a little deco on that.
Okay.
See that? Remember, it takes quite a long time to become a master. In 25 years of studying chemistry and, of course, apprenticeships.
To become a glassmaker?
25. This kind of glassmaker, right?
Wow.
Because I'm gonna show you this, but it's able to make huge items. Now it's not
we
proud,
are.
of course. But you are made up. It's bluish because, as I told you, get
Beautiful.
nuggets because yeah.
Oh, that is very nice.
Yeah, lovely. Of course, you need to put it in the temper, in the cooling oven, until a day and night. Almost a couple of days to cool off to become solid. Yeah, a couple of days like that.
What's the temperature like?
In the temper, something like 900, a little bit, 1400. Yeah.
So before I visited Venice, I have this app that I normally use, wherever I travel, and it makes life so much easier for me, especially if I'm going to a place that I haven't been before. It helps me plan my way around the city easy and much less stressful. So it's called Get Your Guide, and you can book any attractions, transport, wherever you're going, wherever you visit. And I highly recommend this app. It made life so easy for me. I booked my water taxi on here. I booked my visit to the Ducal Palace and, St. Mark's Basilica here. Made life much, much easier. Usually, Venice is known for its carnivals, and there are usually lots of carnivals in Venice. And during these carnivals, the streets are full of people wearing beautiful Italian masks. And this mask removes their identity, so they literally cover themselves, and you will not be able to tell who is who. And you will find that touring around, Venice, you see loads of shops selling beautiful Venetian masks. And I had to pay a visit in one of the shops and get myself one because they look so beautiful. The most famous library in Venice is called the Libreria Acqua Alta, and it's famous because when it floats in Venice, so does the bookshop. So the reason why you see most of the books in the bookshops are soaked. So I had to pay a visit and see, what this bookshop is all about. I've read so much about it, and it's a typical bookshop. Most people come here for the photo op, so of course I had to get one for myself. So walking along the island one evening, I got lost, and it was a Saturday, and the roads leading to my hotel were blocked. And according to the police, this is due to loads of festivals on Saturday. That's something to bear in mind. If you find yourself outside on a Saturday in Venice, be prepared to wait, because most of the roads, will be blocked. So, a lovely lady was in the same situation, and, she was coming to ask for directions. And, I thought, I just wanted to just find out where she was from. I didn't, walking around Venice, I didn't see a lot of black people, so I wanted to know where she came from. So she happened to be a beautiful Canadian based Cameroonian model called Nelda. So she was visiting Venice as well, but she'd come from Rome, and she got lost as well, and we just got lost in the city together. And it was such a beautiful way to finish off the evening, because we just sat there and waited for the roads to be open. Her hotel was just not far from mine, and we finished the evening by watching some beautiful fireworks display at St. Mark's Square. What a lovely way to end my visit to Venice.
That was a big one.